trace off your basic pattern. Sometimes those staples make it a little hard. I wonder if you could like hammer those staples down and flatten them a little more. Have any of you ever tried that? I might try it. Takes out your aggressions too. Oops, I moved. Make sure I got it right back where it needs to be. Okay.
Maybe you could tap the back of your awl.
I'd
Just
probably,
don't poke out your eye.
I'd probably stab myself somehow. Okay, so there's my basic pattern. I drew my notches in. I am going to go ahead and draw in my, dart tip and bust point. Okay, so dart tip and bust point are there. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually cut this out. Let me grab my ruler. I'm going to go ahead and draw the darts to the bust point. Okay, now I'm going to cut it out. There. Real accurately. Make sure you're cutting right on the line. Don't leave any extra. Because remember, every time you trace this off, if you keep adding extra, eventually nothing will match.
They have to be perfect.
They have to be perfect. That's right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut here as well.
When I'm doing it, when she's doing it, it's better.
Yeah.
Well, then you can help the other people too. It's like, what? Say what? What?
I'm just worried about myself.
I'll help as much as I can.
Okay.
Did you draw the lines from the apex?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I thought you said bust point.
I said you can mark both, but I said draw it from the apex.
Okay.
The apex and bust point are the same thing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can draw it twice, but you don't have to. Okay, so I, of course, can cut out the whole thing. What we're going to do, let me do it. If you didn't get a chance to trace off my pattern, if you felt like you needed to do another one, you could quickly trace off mine on the paper, just so we can get this done. Okay? So if you feel like you didn't get it done. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to mark. Okay, so looking at figure 2, we're going to draw a square line on paper. Okay? Let me just use this one. It'll save some time, right? Okay. So I'm going to take my L square and draw a square line. Okay? And that center front is going to go up against that. Okay? We're going to place center front on the square line with center front waist touching the corner. Okay? So we're going to place it here with that touching. Okay, then we have to mark the location of the side dart, and that's basically going to be bust level, okay? So you take your ruler and draw bust level, going through the apex, right? And actually, I just really need it on, I did on both. Okay. All right, so that's where the new dart's going to be. So I charted where the new dart's going to be. Here's the old dart drawn to the bust point, right? Okay, so all we do is we're going to slash to the bust point.
Why did we line the front of the,
Well, I'm going to show you. We have to glue it down. I meant to tape it down. But I have to cut this before I can make it permanent, you know what I mean? Okay, so we're going to leave a little hinge. You remember this from the slash and spread we did last week. Okay, so here's our square that we did. We're going to place center front waist right on that, okay? Making sure it aligns both top and bottom. We could tape that on. And what you're going to do is you're going to, and actually I could just cut that out. Maybe I'll do that. I think I'll just cut this dart out. Then it won't be less confusing. Okay. Okay, so that's all lined up. And so basically we're opening the side dart until the side hits the square line that we just drew. Do you see that? So we open up so we have two darts. Okay, so it's pretty easy. So, do you guys all understand it okay?
To be perfect as a guideline.
So that it can be perfect.
Then what, do we trace it on that paper?
Yeah, well, then what you can do is you could trace it on, or you could tape it down. That works
take the
too.
dart out,
I think I would just tape it down, because the tracing can kind of sometimes be a little wobbly.
and then you
So,
cut that
yeah, let me
tape in here.
grab my tape. Sorry.
And you